Hi folks, this is your host Juan. Today I'm going to show you how to use bracketing on your DSLR camera, and then after you take your 3 shots, we will use Photomatic software and we will generate an HDR image. So let's get this started. I have made a mini PDF file over here. As you can see, the resolution is not very good. Sorry for that. The main thing you want to recommend and think about it is AV. Your aperture value, it's very important. Unless you know how to handle and deal with aperture value, you won't be able to produce a good HDR. So to get more information about AVs, I recommend to you to go to Wikipedia and study a little bit about this option. So as you can see, the default value, I have brought it to 0, which is very important. It's optional, but I recommend to you to use 0 for bracketing, the default option. And then you go to top left and select menu. As you can see over here, menu. By selecting that, you will have an image something like this on your LCD. And depending on your camera, it could be in different location. Over here on Canon 1000D, it's on second from left tab. That's where I will find AEB. That's AEB. That's where I could find this option. So for you, it could be in somewhere else depending on your camera, but I think it could be over there if you're using Canon. And then after selecting the set key, you will have an image something like this on your LCD. And then you want to expand and divide that AVs to 3 values by selecting the right key to the set. By selecting the right key to the set, you will be able to expand and select 3 AVs. And then by selecting the set key again, you will have an image something similar to this. So after this, you need to click on menu again, and you will go to the default options on your camera, and I recommend using a tripod. And then by clicking one time, you will be able to shoot 3 images continuously. So the advantages are, you will be taking this 3 image very fast and it's very efficient. Because imagine if you are using something that is not going to stay and be still for a long time, let's say 10 seconds or 20 seconds, and you have only 5 seconds to do. So this option will that's one of the benefits. And the next benefit is it will reduce the shakiness of your images. The 3 images, it will be exactly same, and it's very recommended actually. And then after taking your 3 images, you want to open your software Photomatic if you have, and then by going to generate HDR, browse. I most of the time use 5 images, but for this example, because I mentioned about bracketing and 3 images, I'm going to use only 3 images, which I will show you it will work pretty fine as 5 images. So I'm going to choose -2 AV and 0 AV and +2 AV. Open, okay, and then moving objects. Because I captured a still life image, I'm not bothered about moving objects radio button. And you can choose one at a time. So I'm going to choose background movements. Okay, it will take few seconds depending on your RAM and CPU. You will have something similar to this. By going to tone mapping, you will be producing an image something similar to this. It's pretty neat and nice. You can play with it. It's just a trial and error. I would choose either on third one, the middle one, or fourth one from left. And then the luminosity I recommend is very important, and to make it more fictional looking, I always use on value of 10. So coloring, by default all of these on 0 by default, but I always choose on 10. Again, it will give this nice and reflective and this nice contrast looking image. So there are other options as well. It's just you must play with it and see. It's just a trial and error. It's totally depend on you. And then after you're done with the configuration, you click on process. Again, it will take few seconds depending on your RAM and CPU. After that, you're done and you just learn how to do your first HDR image. We're almost done. So this is your HDR image. It looks very nice looking. You just simply go to File menu and Save As and save your file. That's it. You just learn how to make your first HDR image, how to generate your first HDR image. Thank you for watching. This is your host Juan, and don't forget to rate and subscribe. Thank you and bye.